What up? What up? What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure, guys, if you want these fresh takes, hit that subscribe button so that you come into the building. Guys, are we being gaslit by Cleveland Browns insiders about Shedeur Sanders? Man, I got to tell y'all right now, man, I've been just kind of paying attention to what's been happening at OTAs, mini camps, and that kind of thing. And I saw a lot of stuff about Mary Kay Cabot, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but I think it's Cabot. It's not Cabot, but I think it's Cabot. And she's this one insider about talking about the Cleveland Browns that I believe since Shedeur Sanders is there, if anybody has gained more notoriety, it's been her. Okay? Well, I think we're being gaslit, guys. Something fishy is going on with the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders. Because either Shedeur Sanders, here's my opinion, now, guys, again, this is just my opinion. I don't have no inside sources or anything like that. What I'm looking at right now is either Shedeur Sanders is going to be cut or Shedeur Sanders is going to be QB1. Now, I don't know if you guys, if you follow, this channel with Shedeur Sanders videos I've made, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of the other content creators regarding Shedeur Sanders. And I apologize, I got to read my notes over here. But two things are either happening. Either he's about to get cut or he's about to be QB1. Yesterday she reported, or the other day she reported that Shedeur is on a separate field. And he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, but Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett are getting a lot of the installs, and Joe Flacco is getting treated like a veteran, couple snaps, and he's done. But what's happening with Shedeur, guys? I think Shedeur is being hazed by Kevin Stefanski and the staff, and I think that Kevin Stefanski is making sure that Mary Kay Cabot puts this message out about Shedeur Sanders. He doesn't like the fact that Shedeur Sanders has this much notoriety, has this much cachet around him, has this much interest in it. Why is it that anytime there's good news on Shedeur, something bad comes out, and it's always this girl, Mary Kay Cabot, who's reporting it? And I think she's a Kevin Stefanski plant, guys. I might be wrong, but somebody is telling her to counter any positive news with Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders on a separate field? Remember what happened last time? He wasn't getting any first team reps, right? Wasn't getting any 11 on 11s, all that kind of stuff. And guys, I'm telling y'all right now what's happening. I'm telling y'all right now what's happening, in my opinion. Shedeur Sanders has the favor of the owner. Why? Who's Cleveland Brown using to sell tickets? And whose face is on every social media post, or a lot of social media posts? It's Shedeur Sanders, guys. It's Shedeur Sanders. What's happening in Cleveland? Why are we being gaslit? The owner wants Shedeur. The owner wants to make that money. The owner loves this marketing that's being thrust upon them. Okay? Guys, they ain't had this type of interest in Cleveland Browns in a long time. Maybe since who? Manziel was there? But my point to you is the owner wants Shedeur, and Kevin Stefanski is showing that he didn't want Shedeur. This is like watching somebody pledge a fraternity, guys. Anybody out there who's pledged a fraternity, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is about humbling the person who automatically thought he was going to get online, automatically thought he was going to be the ace, automatically thought because of who his daddy was, he was going to be this, this, and this, and he didn't have to do what everybody else is doing. You got Shedeur Sanders over in the dunce corner on the dunce field. There's no way Shedeur needs to learn that much about playing professional football when he was running a pro-style offense everywhere Dion went, okay? This is the difference, guys. Shedeur makes money. I think Kevin Stefanski is on the hot seat, and I think Kevin Stefanski is trying to make sure that he shows the owner that if you're going to fire me anyway, I'm going to go out how I want to go out. And I think Mary Kay Cabot is the one who's helping counter any momentum that Shedeur Sanders can get, because this is against the owner and Shedeur's in the middle. Let me tell you what happened, guys. My assumption is that since Shedeur has gotten to Cleveland and he's done what he should have done in the pre-draft interviews, he's actually showing that character, showing what people want to see in the pre-draft interviews. I think he's got the favor of the owner of the Cleveland Browns, and it is causing a serious problem between the owner and Stefanski and his coaching staff. Shedeur got to keep his head up because, like I said, he's either going to be cut or he's either going to be QB1. But one of the things that's going to happen is the owner's not giving up this marketability of a Shedeur Sanders to wait on Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett or to tell people to get excited about Joe Flacco. Cleveland Browns want to sell out these season tickets. Cleveland Browns want to be on TV every week. It ain't going to happen with Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, or Joe Flacco. Hell, it wouldn't even happen with Deshaun Watson coming back. But what would make it happen, guys, just like Shedeur Sanders has been since he was at Colorado, on TV every week. Everybody want to be there. All the celebrities are coming. It'll be like if when LeBron James came back after he left Miami and came back home. Shedeur Sanders going to bring that type of influence to Cleveland. And y'all think that owner going to miss out on that? So, guys, we being gaslit. Look, I don't like the fact that if Shedeur, in fact, blew off the pre-draft process like that, I don't support that because there's always order before increase, and you got to go through the process. But if he's winning the favor of the owner right now, and the coach is sabotaging him, and the coach is putting out these things in media that's trying to make people not want to embrace Shedeur, make you think that Shedeur is the worst quarterback on that roster. Guys, that man went from a projected top pick to 5th round, and now you want me to believe he need to be on the side field, practice with people who probably don't have a shot at making the team. And then you send a reporter out there to say that, hey, we gotta just give the people on the outside some reality about where Shedeur Sanders is. Guys, thank God for social media. Thank God for video. And more importantly, thank God for Shedeur Sanders when he getting his opportunity, no matter who he throwing to. It better be something that's going to wow people because that's the only way he's going to win. I think Shedeur knows this too. And I think the owner is working on Shedeur's behalf behind the scenes. And the way Shedeur's being humiliated is to try to see if they can break him to make how he acted during the pre-draft process true. Because a lot of us ain't seen confirmation of it. We've heard it. But guess what? If I keep pushing it, if I keep humiliating it, if I keep embarrassing it, if I keep shutting down any positive information, is he gonna break? Is he gonna come back and be that arrogant guy that everybody said he was? Disrespectful guy that don't respect the NFL process. Guys, Shedeur has won over the owner. And like I said, either QB1 or he getting cut. But if he getting cut, guys, I think there's a lot of teams right now who are going to say, go ahead and give him to us. Because what does he have? He has marketability. The NFL is a business first, it's football second. And that owner is going to make sure that Shedeur Sanders puts those butts in the seats. But we got to go through this process with Kevin Stefanski so he can feel like he's the coach and he's in charge. But I think he's on the hot seat, which is why Shedeur Sanders is going to be QB number 1 at some point. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. Is Jeff crazy? Or is Jeff on to something? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. Until next time, I'm going to holler.